You are now streaming GrizzlyGuac.
Should we just do a male names tier list? Oh, people about to get pissed off. Oh, okay. Henry's basic. Henry's going in C. Oh shit, you can't see it. Sorry. Levi's annoying. Levi's going in E. Joseph. If Joe is included in that, that's going in A. Jacob's annoying as well. I'm starting to just quickly figuring out how much people annoy me. Michael can be Mike. I like a Mike. Mike's a guy you want to have a beer with a Mike. Mike's got some stories, you know. Michael, not so much. The nickname's doing a lot of heavy lifting for that. Logan, Yank, get an F. Sebastian. I feel like Sebastian's always angry. I feel like Sebastian's always furious. He's very irritable. He comes from money, Sebastian, and he feels like he can use that as an excuse to just be constantly pissed off. So he's going in E. Jack could be first S. How many great Jacks do you know? Everyone knows a cool Jack. We like Jack. Yes, see, Sebastians are always cunts. Again, I'm at the pub with Jack. I'd play rugby with Jack. Jack the Ripper. Jacks are all great. You know? Jack's going up in S. Nolan, just don't even bother. That's a second name. Nolan's a creep. Nolan makes everyone else feel uncomfortable. Owen's all right. Owen's kind of chill. Owen's a bit chipper. You know, Owen, you only see Owen, it's only ever you and Owen. Owen's not part of the big group. Owen's that just like fringe friend who you catch up with every now and then. Owen and Henry, very similar vibes. Samuel, now if Sam is in there, we're looking at an A. I don't think anyone can argue with Sam being in A. I don't think you can. Sam always brings chat. Sam's got your back. You could maybe go to Sam for... You couldn't go to Sam for advice. You could not go to Sam for advice. Sam will comfort you in times of need. So he's going... Sam's going in A. We'll give Sam an A. Alexander. There's something a bit knobby about Alexander. Alex is slightly redeeming, but Alex is still quite annoying. Alex is like 2 years below you at school. Alex is a little lippy. Alex might be our first C. Alex is B. I think we're happy with Alex and B. Matthew. Ezra can fuck off. Matthew. Matt's kind of got the same energy as Alex, I think. Although Matt could fuck you over. If it came to it, Matt could maybe stab you in the back. But we also quite like Matt. You're somewhat reluctant to let Matt truly in to full friendship level. Are you? Yeah, there's something slightly not right about Matt. He's a little bit off. He's like 95% there. We're distancing Matt somewhat. Hudson, that's exactly the same as Logan. Just get... Liam's rogue, chat. Liam's pretty wild, but Liam's like sometimes too wild, you know? He's a cheeky chappy, but when Liam gets going, you occasionally get caught in Liam's wake, and therefore Liam needs a bit of space. He's loud as well as Liam. Liam is loud. Center of attention kind of character, okay? But we also like it. There's something really nice about Liam, you know? Liam's sweet, just gets a little overexcited sometimes. So Liam's in C with Owen. Owen's in D. Noah's fucking boring, isn't he, chat? Noah is so dull. Noah's the kind of guy you go to Noah like, oh, what's new with you? He goes, nothing. You haven't seen Noah in 3 years, and he's got nothing new. Noah rarely adds anything. He's not quite with these guys. Noah's in D. Oliver. I don't know. We're going to assume this is Oliver. Ollie's kind of Liam vibes. Ollie's like a golden retriever, is Ollie. Ollie's a goofball. Ollie's thick as shit. When you're laughing with Ollie, like 50% of the time you're laughing with Ollie, 50% of the time there's sympathy laughs. Ollie's going in D. William. My middle name. Will. I mean, Will is a strong English name. And Will's comes in all shapes and sizes as well, chat. You got 6'9", brolic ass hulking Wills, and then you've also got your cute little, you know, little chill out little Will, you know. Is Will kind of mid? Will's kind of mid, chat. Is Will? Nah, he's a bit above mid. I think Will's with Matt. Will's with Henry, Alex, and Matt. Henry might have to come down. There you go. That's right. Now I'm happy with that. Charles. If that's Charlie, that's an immediate A. Charlie's fun. Charlie's lively in the best way. Charlie's semi-reckless, okay? We like a Charlie. It's a shame that it's Charles, because Charles is immediately a bit of a prick. And that's the thing with Charles. It's like 99% of the time he's Charlie. He occasionally regresses to Charles. That's the only reason he's not in S. Charlie in A tier. That's good. Elijah, yank. James. Oh, that was really quick. Does James belong in S? He's obviously up there, chat. James is up there, but my instinct reaction off the bat there was S, but there was something stopping me. And I'm trying to figure out what that is. It's kind of that little bit annoying how good at things James is most of the time, you know? James, oh, fuck, chat. Would I go for a pint with James? I'd go for a pint with James and someone else. I wouldn't one-on-one James. Maybe James is even slipping down to B the more I think about it. I don't think I'd one-on-one James. James is a part of a group though. Every group needs a James. And you certainly don't want a group with James and Liam in it because then that's going all sorts of west. When James and Liam get together, lock up your daughters, chat. We're going to B for James. I'm happy there. Benjamin or Ben? Ben's cute, isn't he? Ben's just so adorable. And everything's always good in Ben's life as well, you know? He's just always happy to be there. He's good vibes. He likes getting a bit crazy, but it's never too much. But he lacks that little, you know? He lacks that little something. Ben's a 99% guy. Ben's going to be. Lucas. Lucas doesn't shut up. Lucas needs to just calm down. Lucas needs 6 months just working on himself because he thinks he's made. He thinks he's great, but Lucas just needs you know, it's a bit much, Lucas. Just calm down a little bit. We get it. You're here. Be here less often. Lucas going in D. Mason, yank. Jackson, yank. Bryce, yank. Daniel, Dan. Daniel's like a sir, you forgot to collect the homework type kid. But Dan's a whole different beast. Dan's similar to James in that if there's a Dan in the group's normally better for it. But James carries more weight in that regard. Dan's not as crucial as James, but Dan does bring some energy, but Dan's a little bit weird. Dan kind of freaks me out at times. Dan's a little bit off. He's perfectly lovely, but gets a few drinks in him. And he doesn't get like fun. He just gets a bit, you know? There's something not quite right about Dan. Dan's a little bit uncomfortable. Mitchell. Fuck Mitchell, mate. Fuck Mitchell. Ian's he's the Sparky that's just rewired your bedroom. Ian has 7 sugars in his tea. That's Ian. Ian's a good dude. Ian's got some stories, right? Ian was a raver back in the day. Ian's got some stories. He's got a couple shit tats he got when he was really young. Maybe drives a motorbike, does Ian? Takes his motorbike out on the weekends. Ian's on his 3rd marriage. Ian has 3 kids, 1 with the first wife, 2 with the second. He's a good dude, but you don't want Ian too close to you. We like Ian as a trader. Ian comes in, does a bit of work every now and then. You catch up, you have a couple laughs with him, you know. That's Ian, right? We like him, but we're happy that we only know him as a tradie. Ian invites you out, you are running in the other direction. Ian's going in D. Easton, go away. Ryder, go away. Philip is a history teacher with weirdly big glasses, some kind of like a nasally voice, you know. Philip is he's just school teacher. I can't get it out of my head that Philip is a school teacher. So he's going in E. Dustin, get out of here. Tristan, get out of here. Brayden, get out of here. Luke, heavy hitter with Luke. Because Luke's kind of the same as Will. You know, there's Lukes and there's Lukes. On the one hand, you've got batshit crazy puppy Luke, who just loves everything. It's like he's on something most of the time, Luke. But not in an abrasive way. Just like it brings everyone up with him, Luke, you know? Luke's hot as well. But then also you get Lukes that they're just nice, you know? They're nice, but they're just nice. The other Luke needs a bit more edge to him, you know? Luke never comes to you with a funny story. Shenanigans. Luke is with Dan. Anthony, does that include Tony? It has to include Tony. In which case, Tony and Liam have been mates since nursery. They were in primary school together, right? They weren't allowed to be in the same class after the first year because they caused a lot of havoc and they'll grow up quicker without each other. They still play with each other in the playground every day, but Tony and Liam, very naughty when they get together. And I feel like as they've got older, Tony and Liam have grown apart somewhat, you know. Tony's slightly more chill, reserved. Tony's in a long-term relationship. Tony's been with the same girl since he was 16. Whereas Liam's just been, you know, stud pigging it around. But I think they're same level. Joey. I mean, Joey. Someone put a leash on Joey. Joey is a man whore. Because we have Joe in Joseph, okay? Joey is a slut. And Joey is quite fit, but Joey knows he's fit. Still in his like 17-year-old pulling phase as a 27-year-old. Joey needs to grow up a bit. Joey actually needs quite a long look in the mirror with himself. We're not a teenager anymore, Joe. We need to start growing up a bit. Joey's going. Is he sleazy enough to go in E? Nah, he's not a Philip and he's not a Jacob. Yeah, Joey's down there. Carter, get out. Wyatt, get out. John is. I mean, there's no better way to describe John than John. John's just John. You know, what you see is what you get with John. John is chronically John. And you can't change that about John. Because when you give it a name like John, you're just John. And it's an inescapable thing. And it's not, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just John. There you go. Dave, man. I mean, you got young Dave and you got old Dave. Young Dave is wreckhead, but old Dave is really, really matured quite quickly. Dave has achieved what Joey couldn't, sorry. Dave has achieved what Joey couldn't. Dave noticed he was getting to 23, 24, still acting like a 17-year-old, and he just had to chat with himself. And then he hit 24, 25, and he flicked a switch. And now everyone loves him. Your parents love David. Your parents do love David. And you'll stay in touch with David forever. He's just a nice, well-rounded guy. He's also not John, so he's going in C. Mateo is giving, you know, the French guy from The Inbetweeners. That's kind of what Mateo's given me. Fit, foreigner with an accent, doesn't get the British humor, kind of aloof, exchange student, air of mystery about him, doesn't make much of an effort with the boys, Mateo. It's quite difficult to find common ground with Mateo, I feel. There. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. It's amazing how foul your food tier is, but amazing accurately nailed the names. One name is scary because I know people you describe. That is spot on. Any arguments with any of that, chat? Because that is exactly right. That is exactly who all those people are. I mean, I don't know why Tom wasn't on there. Tom's up in S as well. I thought Jack and Tom were going to be the only two up there. I'm also trying not to base these on people I know. That's just the vibe of the name. Be offended if you want. That is spot on. Should we do a girls one? I feel like there's far more potential for me to get in trouble with the girls one.